All right, so here we are at Google, and you're going to go to the boxes here and push Drive. This is where all the forms are. So it's loading. Then you're going to go to New, and there's Google Docs, which is like essay formats like Word, and then there's Excel, where that's like Excel. There's Google Slides, which is PowerPoint, and then there's Google Forms in the More. So we're going to open that up. And this is what a form looks like. So you can change the title of it. So today we're just going to do like an order form for maybe somebody who doesn't want to do it online. So you can type here like thank you. So I'm writing thank you for your order and supporting my business. And then I said like can't wait for you to have these products in your makeup bag. You could say whatever you want here. So you could just type it out. It actually gives you like 3 or 4 lines to do it here. So that's really nice. You could write whatever you want. The first question. So what do we need when they first order? You need their name. And you could change it from multiple choice, short answer, paragraph, check boxes, drop box, and there's a whole bunch of different options. But for name, they just really need a short answer, just a little spot. And then you need to make it required. So there you go, push that button. And then you're going to push the plus to make another question. So we also need their email, right? So make that a short answer, required. Make another one. We also need their mailing address, right? So here's the mailing address, and we will change that to a short answer. And we'll make this required also. And then we will add, okay, so what products do they want, right? So this is where we're going to write products. And there's so many different options for this. You can do it as a multiple choice where they can only choose one answer. You can make it a paragraph where they're going to write out what they want. Sometimes that's hard for customers because maybe they just don't know exactly what they want. Here I'm just showing you how you change each answer. You can put kudos, and then you can add an other. And to delete something, you just push the X, so you can type in all the lip products. But if you do it this way, people can only choose one option, and you would literally have to type out every single little thing that we have to sell, and that could take forever and would be a really long section. So this may not be the best way to do things. The check boxes would be the same thing, they just turn to boxes and you can choose multiple things. Let's see, there's also a drop-down menu, but then again they can only choose one thing, and so it just numbers them, and that could be pretty frustrating too with your customers. There's also a multiple choice grid, and I've never really used this. This seems pretty confusing when you look at it in a certain way, because you can put all of maybe our products on one side and all the colors on another, but if they respond with everything, you don't know what color goes with what. So maybe they chose kudos, or they chose foundation and concealer on one side, and then on the other side they chose organza and scarlet, or velour and organza. But you don't know which way went with what, right? So I've just always done it as paragraph, but see, you can see here I'm kind of changing and typing in everything. I just wanted to show you guys that, and then you can also do it as required to choose one in each column for the multiple choice grid. But here I'll just change it back to, what did I change it to? Yeah, Dropbox or something like that, check boxes. On my order form that I send to people, I have it as a paragraph because most of the time I've already talked to them. It's already been a message, or it's already been a phone call, or it's already been in person, and so it's easy for them to already know what they want, and they can just type that in. But here I am showing you that you can actually, so like maybe they wanted, you could do it as multiple choice. So do the products, maybe they want kudos, and then on the next one they could do foundation colors, and you could choose every color, and then the next section can be concealer colors, and they could choose the color for that. You could definitely do it that way, and that way, like if a flash sale, if something you're doing like a flash sale, this would be pretty easy for them to fill out. And you can also add a link. So I think this is where I add it. It's hard to predict what I'm doing. So you can paste a link, and this is the link to that foundation choosing color quiz thing. It's pretty hit or miss with correct colors. I had a client do it, and it came up that she could be one of 3 colors, and that was really confusing for her, but it helped put it down into just a few options, and I still asked her for a picture of herself without makeup, and we chose one of those 3 options, the one that she felt would best fit. And it turned out perfect. She loves it. But that was pretty cool that you can do that. And so that little eye that I just clicked on is where you can see the live form. So it'll go to the live form of what people will actually see. And so I'm just checking the link. My internet here is not that great, so it takes a few times for things to go through. But this just took it straight to. And people could take the quiz. And then under that link, I just put a spot, I think I put paragraphs, so people can write maybe what color they got. So maybe they got organza foundation and they want scarlet concealer or something. And then you wouldn't have to do so many check boxes or anything like that. And that might be really a lot easier. So here I am just going to show you real fast what it looks like when people fill it out. So I'm filling in organza foundation. That's the color that they want. And they want scarlet concealer. And I'm going to put in that they want the kudos and their mailing address. Just picked a random 123 Hello Drive. Their email address. I think I put like joeschmo@me.com. And their name is going to be Joe Schmo, obviously. So I'm just filling it out. And because this foundation colors doesn't have an asterisk by it, it doesn't have to be answered by the customer. So the customer technically doesn't have to answer that. But see, when you go back to your view of it, it says responses, and you could see a summary of responses, and it does a really cool graph for you, or it does pie charts, whichever one you kind of choose. Or you could see individual responses. So it'll go through and see exactly what that person wrote. So that's really neat. You could print it, you could delete individual responses, and Google Drive always saves your stuff, so you never have to click save. So here on the side you can add a photo. So here I am just adding a photo, so you can add a photo of you before and after using the kudos, or you can add specific pictures of different things that you're trying to upsell maybe, so maybe like the brushes, or you can whatever maybe you're trying to focus on. Here I just picked one that's a before and after picture using the kudos and showing that it could be done in less than 10 minutes. You can also add a video, which is really, really nice. So it goes through YouTube because obviously Google and YouTube are the same company. So if you know your channel name, clearly here I struggled. Alright, so this is just that space where you put your channel name in, and you just type it in, and it'll pull it up actually underneath once you push that search button. So my channel name is not just Sarah Jillian, but as I said, I struggled with that. So it'll show you all the ones. I thought maybe it was underscore, you know. Well, just know your channel name when you're trying to do this. And if you don't have a YouTube, set one up, because you need to have all of your videos on YouTube. All the elites do it, and it's amazing. I haven't gotten any response from it yet, but I have been getting views by random people that I've never talked to before. So it's just another place where you can grow outside of your circle, and that's what we're trying to do always, is grow outside of our circle. So I also showed you that you can search specifically for a certain video. So maybe you want to know like Younique coverage or something, or you're trying to look for a specific lip color video or something. And you could choose somebody else's if you don't have a video of that. So here I'm just showing you that a whole bunch come up. You could choose whoever you want, whatever video you want. If you know the URL of the video, the link to it, you can do that. I'm just showing you, you can go to YouTube and you could copy the link. On my channel, I realized I haven't uploaded a video in a while, so here I am telling you to do that all the time, and I'm not doing it. So that's a project I'm also doing today, is uploading a whole bunch of videos, because they're not up to date here. But you could go through and choose the video that you want to put in there. And you just copy the link to put it in, however works best for you. So, yeah, that's just what I'm showing you here. Alright. And it would go under the picture or wherever you wanted it. Like I said, all changes always stay there. You never have to push save, so if you walk away from the computer, it's okay. You can also change the color, which is pretty fun. Whatever color you want. If you want to color code them to certain different things, go for it. Teal is my favorite. I just kind of left it as teal. I also want to show you here on Google Docs that all of your forms are always saved there. You can also use pre-designed forms. So if you want an idea of something, Google has a whole bunch of different things on there. You can go through and choose one that you like. Maybe that's already kind of set up and you just change the titles to them. Here are all mine. I'll show you what my rebranding survey looked like, because that was a pretty good way for me to know what others are thinking of me. And unfortunately, nobody who has not tried Younique has not answered my form. So most of these, all of them are people who are my customers, and they've all tried Younique. So most of them had pretty cool responses. So there's summaries, so they do pie charts. And if you're curious about different parts of the pie chart, it tells you how many people answered that. So you just hover over the pie piece and it'll show you. So like one person said yes, two people have said I have already, two people said no. Here 5 people said no, one person said yes. So I really like that summary part of it, that you can really tell the demographics. I'm kind of mathy in that way, that I really like seeing percentages and how many people have done certain things or like certain things or want to be a part of certain things. Nobody liked my newsletter idea. So I don't know, you do it to your audience. You all should know your audience and who you're going towards. I hope that this was helpful, and if you need any more direction, please let me know.